Thank you very much. Before you get away, right, I'd
Mayor,
like,
if I may, I would like to present my relief.
Yay.
You cannot say relief without a big smile. I've been here for 3 years. I have very much enjoyed it. I've tried to become involved with the town where I could. Now I have the pleasure of introducing Commander Elvis Michael, who will be assuming my job in about 2 more days. He's coming from a year-long tour in the Horn of Africa, where he was the officer in charge of a forward operating base in Kenya. So he's had a very interesting past year or so. His family and 2 little children will be joining him shortly, and currently they have temporary quarters down at Dahlgren. They will be moving on board Indian Head as soon as housing becomes available and become a local resident. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Get up there and say hello, would you?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Let me say it's a great pleasure to be moving here. As Commander Quick said, I've spent the last year to year and a half in the Horn of Africa with Combined Joint Task Force Horn of Africa. I've been away from my family all of the 3 weeks of the last 2 years, and they've been living in Hawaii. So they're looking forward to flying here this weekend, and as he said, we're looking forward to living and working in this area, especially Indian Head. So if you ever have any questions for me, please come talk to me. I'm looking forward to a healthy and robust relationship between Naval Support Activity South Potomac and Indian Head. Thank you.
Thank you very much. How long did it take you to learn to say NSASP real quick? Takes. You'll get there. Thank you very much. I understand that you'd probably like to leave, so that's fine. We don't mind. If you'd like to stay, fine, but.
Thank you very much.
Okay. He's been up in Washington all day. Yeah, you have to give the letter.
I'm sorry, sir.
Does do you live in the town of Indian Head?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. So
Yes, sir, I do actually live in Indiana now. Actually, I'd only been here 2 days. I moved here from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So I was only here 2 days prior to meeting Mr. Pavlov. So, am I supposed to keep talking? Or do I...
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Thank goodness you were here for that time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now we have a special treat tonight. In our community action group meetings, one of the problems in the town that we identified was lack of youth activities. And lo and behold, I got a call one day from a young lady that said, I'm involved in youth activities in the town of Indian Head. And I'll let her explain it to you when she gets up here, but I'd like to introduce Ethel Holton to talk a little bit about what she's doing in the town regarding youth activities.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ethel Holton, and I was born and raised here in the town of Indian Head. And during the time that we were growing up, there were not very many activities that the children were involved in, except for the ones we created ourselves. When we came time for us to go out and to have fun, we had the ball field to go to, and by the time we got off our bus, as my cousin had said many times, we had already put together a team. We did a lot of outside activities. Now the activities that I see, a lot of children are staying inside and they're working on computers. And when they go outside, there's a lot of things they're doing that they should not be doing. And we want to come and try to add to some activities that will get the children outside and doing different things. The ministry that I am working with is called ELIC, which means Experiencing Life in Christ. It's a youth ministry. We are starting up a book club. We will have tutoring. There will be games for the children to play. Once we get our location set, we will have a computer lab. We will also have pre-college mentoring. There will be plenty of games for the children to do, and then we want to get them outside. So we're going to have softball, there'll be volleyball. We're going to take the children swimming, skating, baseball, and we're going to even take them bowling. Different things for them to get outside to do. There will be a quarterly outing that they will be going on, and which my brother at the present time has a bus. And that was one of the problems that we were seeing with the way to get the children around. He has a bus, and he's willing to use his bus. He's with the ministry also that will transport the children to the different activities. So we will be getting them out, getting them involved. I've also checked with some of the local business, 2 of them. As a matter of fact, I've checked with the dollar store, and I've also checked with CVS to see what some of their situations were. And they were saying if there were some type of activities that we could get the children in. So that's what we're setting out to do here in Indian Head. At the present time, I live in Waldorf, but I will be moving back to Indian Head, so I can be right there in the midst of the children. We're starting out the ministry in Woodland Village, and then we're going to spread out to the other children in the area. So that's what we're starting out doing. We've had 2 activities so far. We've had one in March and one in February, where we've had the children to come out. And you know that when you have an activity for children, those children that you first get will tell others. And then they will tell others, especially when they are having fun. And that's what we're setting out to do. Thank you. Are there any questions?
On the mic, please. Borrow your mic.
No, it's not. It's over in Waldorf, but we will be moving to Indian Head.
Okay. How do people get involved in getting on that committee?
We're going to be setting up, we're going to be going out to different business locations and be contacting different people. What we're going to do is going to put a sheet in the back, and if you could put your phone number and your name and phone number down, and we can contact you, that you will be able to get involved to help us, because we do need help. For the amount of children that's here in the area, we definitely do need help.
All right, I'll see what I can do for you from Dollar General.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Ethel. Like I said, that's one of the things that we need in Indian Head, and it was identified early. Trying to provide these activities isn't as easy as it sounds, and I'm sure you found that out. But thank you very much for what you're doing. Next, let's go on to the Red Cross Month proclamation. This is Red Cross Month. Each year the town does issue a proclamation regarding the Red Cross, so if Wilda would please read the proclamation.
Proclamation for the American Red Cross Month 2011. Whereas each March, we formally recognize the Southern Maryland Chapter American Red Cross and its essential humanitarian role in Southern Maryland. Every day, Red Cross volunteers and employees provide essential services in this community to help those affected by everything from house or apartment fires, hurricanes, and other natural and human-caused disasters. Thanks to the generous support of the people in the town of Indian Head, and whereas for more than 94 years, Southern Marylanders have relied on the American Red Cross to provide disaster relief, water safety and first aid, CPR, and AED training, and emergency military communications. Over the past year, nearly 15,000 people have enrolled in the American Red Cross of Health and Safety courses. The chapter has sent over 700 emergency messages to armed forces personnel and their families, and provided nearly 300 overnight stays in local hotels after disaster struck 100 families who needed a warm place to stay, and provided food, clothing, and compassion for those without. And whereas the Southern Maryland chapter also serves as a bridge between more than 8,500 generous blood donors and thousands of patients in need each year. Through the CNP Regional Red Cross Blood Services, all of the local community hospitals and transfusion centers in Southern Maryland are able to receive a wide range of high-quality blood products and blood donor and patient testing services. And whereas without the help of the Red Cross volunteers who put in countless hours of time, the chapter would not be able to fulfill the humanitarian mission that is the cornerstone of the organization. We are grateful for the tireless work of the volunteers and employees of the Southern Maryland chapter, and during this month, we pay tribute to this remarkable organization and all those who have answered the call to serve a cause greater than self and offered support and healing in times of need. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the mayor and council that the month of March be known as American Red Cross Month in the town of Indian Head. Be it further proclaimed that all residents are urged to support the American Red Cross noble humanitarian mission by helping prepare their families and this community for emergencies, by continuing to give their volunteer time, financial contributions, and blood donations to support this worthy organization's mission to prevent and relieve suffering and to save lives. Given under our hands and seal this 7th day of March 2011.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone here from the Red Cross or that works with the Red Cross? Okay, thank you. At an earlier meeting, and in I think some of our newsletter articles, we had talked about doing a review of our code and charter. And we have finished the review, and some of these changes that we're recommending are coming forward. We passed one charter amendment regarding the extension of the term of office from 2 years to 4 years. We have tonight 7 additional amendments that are, some of them are primarily clerical or just some corrections, if you would, to existing charter. What I'd like Wilda to do is just give us the charter or the resolution number and briefly what that particular change involves.
They are a total of 7 resolutions. The first one is resolution number 030111. They're all introduced by mayor and council. They will all be introduced today, March 7, 2011. The first one is the resolution concerning the charter amendment for elections. And this one is just a follow-up from the last month, which is for the Board of Supervisors of Elections to serve for the 4-year term, just to follow suit with the candidacy elections. Resolution 03-0211, and this resolution is concerning a charter amendment for town council and is in reference to some correcting certain erroneous terminology, just cleaning up wording and that type of stuff. The resolution number 0303-11. This is a resolution concerning the charter amendment under town manager, and it's just to clarifying references in the charter to the town manager and generally revising the provisions of the town charter and anything relating to the town manager. Resolution number 03-0411. It's a resolution concerning the charter amendment for town clerk, and it is to reword the title from clerk of council to town clerk. Resolution 030511 is a resolution concerning the charter amendment for check signing. Currently, it has for a council member and a finance officer to sign the checks. We're changing it to follow so that 2 council members have to sign the checks instead of the finance officer. And that is under resolution 030511. And resolution 030611, it is the charter amendment for corrective revisions for the purpose of amending the charter to make non-substantive corrective revisions to existing language to the charter. And the last one is resolution number 030711, the resolution concerning water and wastewater, and it's for the purpose of revising the provisions to the town charter relating to the town's water and wastewater and stormwater systems, just changing some of the words from sewer water to say wastewater and stormwater systems. That is for those 7 resolutions.
Thank you. As the Wilda said, a lot of these are strictly clerical. We wanted to make sure that when we talk about the town manager, that we refer to him as the town manager everywhere in the document, and we hadn't been doing that. We called him manager in some places, and town manager in other places, and we just wanted to clean it up. These are available if you want to look at them in the town hall, and what I'd like to do is, can we consider these as a block, or would you rather vote on them one at a time?
I thought these were up for introduction tonight and be adopted.
They're resolutions, so we can pass it tonight. We did-
They're charter resolutions. I think we ought to give the citizenry more time to review them if they so choose.
Okay, that can be done. If there's no objection, then we'll consider this the introduction, and we'll bring them up again at the next meeting for adoption. There's one more resolution, 030811. So Wilda.
Resolution number 03-08-11, introduced by Mayor and Council. Date of introduction, March 7, 2011. Date of adoption would be March 7, 2011, and effective today also. This resolution is appointing the members of the Board of Supervisors of Elections in and for the town of Indian Head. And again, this is just to appoint the following members to the Supervisor Board of Elections for a 4-year term. Section 1, the following individuals are hereby appointed to the Board of Supervisors of Elections: Margaret Champagne of 401 Indian Head Avenue, Mary Hashhagen of 5 Indian Head Avenue, Michelle Mabry, 1201 East Raymond Avenue, Nancy McGuigan of 28 Potomac Avenue, and Joe Clemens of 403 Blair Road. Section 2, the appointees shall take office on the second Monday of March 2011, and the term shall expire on the second Monday of March 2015. Section 3, be it further resolved that all resolutions or parts of resolutions in conflict herewith be, and the same are hereby repealed to the extent of such conflict. Section 4, this resolution shall be in full force and effect on the 7th day of March 2011.
Any discussion or any